Yo, it's your boy, Smoking Me TV. Let's roll up another one, catch the cipher, man. We in here with your boy, GT the Great, Gerald Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably heard me talk about him before on my channel. Um, it's a pleasure interviewing you, my brother. A lot of people really don't know too much about you. If you want to give them like a little rundown real quick on how you got started in boxing.
Well, how I got started in boxing was I started when I was 15 years old, and I had walked into a buddy of mine's house for the first time. His name was Ricardo Williams Jr. and he had his room was full of trophies, medals, plaques, belts, like the whole living room. That's all you like took up. You couldn't even watch TV in there. He had so many awards, and I was like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "I box." And at the time, my mom had just kicked me off the baseball team. I was pretty good at it. I was gonna be great at it, but my grades was dropping, so she kicked me off the team. And so while she was at work, every day I used to sneak to the gym with Ricardo Williams Jr. And I got real good at it, so I wanted to do it. And I started picking my grades up before I wanted to ask her if it was cool if I could do it. And picked my grades up, and I told my mom like, "Yo, I've been going to the gym while you've been at work, but look at my grades." And she looked at my grades, like, "Okay, can I keep going to the gym now?" She was like, "Yeah." And that's where it started. And within 4 months of me training, I got to become ranked number 2 in the United States. So that's how I started.
All
Age
right, right.
15.
All right. Now I know lately, you've been working with the likes Adrien Broner, Floyd Mayweather. How was it training? I know you helping train Tyron Woodley. How was that?
It's going good, man. He ain't nothing but a big ball of positivity, man. And he trying to learn everything I can teach him, and I can kind of like tell he's working on stuff like how I used to be when I first learned how to fight. I go home and work on everything my coach taught me at the gym. So it's like a reminder of how I came up, and it's just fun, man. It's nothing but positive energy, and we both giving it 100%. So it's a great thing for me for sure.
All right, all right. So I know you was you win the 1996 Olympics with Floyd
I was
Mayweather.
on. I was an alternate on that team. Yeah, I was the youngest member of the whole 24 member team. 17
Um,
years
I,
old.
how was that experience? And yeah, how was that experience?
Man, it was great, man. I think that has almost everything to do with how great I became as a fighter, and it's gonna help me as a trainer. I was the youngest, like I said, and I was just soaking up all the game I could get, man, from Floyd to Zab Judah to Zaire Raheem to Antonio Tarver, Eric Morrell, Diaz. It was so many. I think like 7 or 8 guys off that team became world champions in the pros, like after the Olympics. But I just soaked up all the. I'm just a watcher, you know what I'm saying? I'm real picky. I'm a perfectionist. I look at everything and I soak up the bad and the good, and I try not to do the bad and try to do the good. So I learned a whole lot in '96 Olympic camp.
All right, all right. So like, I see you like a real big health junkie. You real big on eating well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You even got me a little. You got me a little eating a little different. Like I got off the pork and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get on some of them supplements that you on. Um,
Hmm.
and I see you a great father. Like I said, if you notice, I follow and like a lot of your stuff on Instagram. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
appreciate that. Yep, I see.
Like, but what made you stop boxing? Because you was 7-0, 1 draw,
Right.
no losses, man. You was
Yeah.
a good
When I
fighter.
stopped, I was five. When I stopped, I was 5-0. And the reason I stopped I was at me and Roger, me and Roger, we used to do stuff like drive hours and go get me a fight. So one time we had drove to Utah to get me a fight. We fought on the top ranked card. Juan Marquez, he fought on that card. He was one of the undercard fights on there too. So this is how, and Butterbean was the main event, the big Butterbean. But we drove to Utah to get me another win. And I'm sitting down in a chair waiting to get on the scale, right? You know, it's the day before the fight. And I get a phone call on the Nextel phone, the flip up. That's how long ago that was. So I get a phone call and they're like, sit down. My dad said, sit down. So I'm like, I'm already sitting there. What's up? He said, your brother just got shot and killed. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, do I fight or not? And Roger, later on that night, Roger, after I got on the scale, I made weight. Roger's like, man, you should fight. You know why you should fight? He's like, because your brother would have and win. So I fought and I knocked dude out the first round. I went home
Nah, like I said, like
for the funeral.
go
I went
ahead,
home for the funeral the next day, and I kind of just gave boxing up. So I was 5-0. I was on a 2 streak, and I just faded away from the sport. I didn't even go into a gym maybe for 6 years. I couldn't do it, so that's why I took the time off.
you know, I understand that, man. My condolences. I feel for you with that one.
Thanks, brother.
And then what, a couple years after that, you I guess what 50 Cent came to you and asked you to train one of his fighters.
No, 50 didn't come to me. The fighter called me, and he just so happened to be managed and promoted. Well, they had a nice situation. 50 was taking care of him, in which he didn't have to do, but 50 was his promoter, and the kid asked me to come to the gym and watch him train and see if I want to train him. And his name was Dante Strayhorn, by the way. Shout out to Dante. And I went to the gym. I was like, you know what? This kid, he got a lot of potential. And I met 50 that day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to work with him. I'll be here tomorrow. And that's how I became a trainer, just from a phone call from the kid asking me if I'd come to the gym and watch him train. And that was about 2012 or 2013.
Yeah, nah, and I see being a trainer, bro. I feel you in the right spot as well. You definitely brought back one of my favorite fighters. You seen that in my YouTube video. I love AB, bro.
Right.
Like, hey, I don't care what nobody got to say about AB. He always been one of my favorite fighters, bro. If he lose, if he talking smack, like that's always been one of my favorites. Like I feel he's one of the most underrated fighters. Period. Like how is it to be around him? Like you came up with him like as a child or a teenager or something like that, right?
Well, when I was already, I started when I was 15, and about when I was 18, I was ranked number 1. I was ranked number 1 in the country, and I had just beat the ranked number 3 and ranked number 2 guys in the world. I was real high up, and so most of the kids in the gym and even who looked up to me and was happy for me. And Adrien was taking his first days in the gym at that time, so he was like six years old, maybe 7 at the most, when that was going on in my life. So he came in kind of looking up to me. He seen me in the ring sparring and hitting, jumping rope real good and all that stuff. So he looked up to me. I always looked out for all the youngsters. I give them a couple $2 here, $3 there. And, that was a lot of money back then for some 6-7-year-old. The kids kind of took a liking to me. So that's when I met him. He was got 7, I was 18. So it was an 11-year-old gap.
All right. So I gotta get your opinion on this. I argue with people all the time about this situation, all the time. From YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, in the streets. What is your opinions on the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder situation? With
what part of the situation?
Like mainly like see with me, I'm not listening to the water situation or the egg weight in the gloves, but I know, to me, I feel like there's definitely something wrong with the gloves. How do you feel about like with that situation, like with the glove game?
Oh, I wasn't there. It kind of looked funny, when you look at it, but they had so many people there, and the commission being in the locker room when you put in the glove, they're watching you, and you got somebody from your team watching the guy get gloved or get taped up and stuff like that. And there's a chance there could have been foul play, but it's also a chance that, it's all smoke. So, and I wasn't there, and I like to be places to, to point my finger and blame somebody. So it kind of looked weird in that, the video that everybody showed, but I have no idea, and I really can't say. You know what I'm saying? If I stand firm on something, nah, I'd be being biased probably.
You know, I definitely respect that response. I see that you worked with Tank a couple times. How you feel about the 130, 135, and 140 weight classes? Because it seems like they the ones that's really,
Man,
really busting today.
yeah, that's a that them divisions is crazy, man. So much talent, and so much attention, so much popularity down there, so much talent. It's a variety of different styles. It's great to watch. You know what I'm saying? As a fan of the sport, and it and it the the fighters are so good and competitive that you have no idea who could run the whole thing, and they might all fight each other and might all beat each other, and that'd be beautiful for boxing no matter what. If somebody come out on top, you know, unharmed, no losses, that'd be great. That'd show how great that person is. But if everybody loses to this guy, somebody loses to that guy, like, it's just beautiful. It's just a whole bunch of people down there, and they're gonna be moving up and moving down, and it's just great for the sport of boxing, man. Like, it's showing that we got years and years and years of great fights to come, maybe even a decade guaranteed
Right.
of great
Feel
fights.
that, feel that. Who you think is at the top of those three weight classes? Because either and like any of those top guys, I feel like could bounce back and forth between 130 to 140.
Right. I think so too. I agree with that fully. You know, Tank family, but I try to remain neutral and a lot of when I'm making an opinion on something, I see Tank beating a lot of those guys, almost all of them. I see Shakur beating a lot of those guys, almost all of them. Ryan Garcia has the potential to beat all of those guys, maybe some of them. I mean, beating some of those guys and maybe all of them. It's too much. You got T.O., you got Loma. I ain't never rule out Loma because, you know what I'm saying, he might even come back and beat T.O. You know what I'm saying? He's just that talented and
Yeah, nah,
experienced.
look, Loma's the
Um,
truth.
right, he the truth. Man, it's so much. Man, I'm looking forward to every fight down there. Even if they don't fight each other, I just want to see all of them fight. They just great to watch.
All right. Besides like Tyron Woodley, and I'm not too sure. You probably still training a little bit with Floyd Mayweather working out and stuff like that. But who else are you working with? If you were able to
Right
tell.
now, those are the those are the yeah those are the three guys with a say I'm working with right now. But I'm one of them trainers that don't like to meet people, like, because it's a lot of work. I don't just train them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I run with them. I try to help them with diet. I try to, you know what I'm saying, if they need help being guided down the right path in life, I try to help with that. I just take in everything. You know what I'm saying, so I know the kids. We all family, so I can't just grab up a whole bunch of fighters and like have to. And I ever train two fighters at the same time, like at the gym. He on the bag and I'm on the mitts with him. I never do that because I don't want to miss one mistake, and I don't want to miss telling them good shot or that was a great thing you just did. So all my gym sessions would be separate. So if I was to train a whole bunch of fighters, I'd be training, from 11 o'clock, 10 at night. You know what I'm saying? And that's too much stress because I got a family and I got my own life to live too. And I'm doing, other things besides boxing in my life that I'm trying to build. So I always try to keep it not to a minimum, but just I don't want to never do too much. Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah, and I also see too, man. You got those beats going, man. You got some
Oh, yeah.
fire over there. I heard a couple of heats, man.
Thanks, brother. I'm trying with the music, man. I'm about to break through soon. Rick Ross jumped on one, and it's a hit. I'm talking about. I ain't just saying this because it's mine. And, my cousin could have made it. I'd be like, yo, that's dope. Like, that's gonna be a hit. So I'm just waiting for him to once he drop his album and people hear it. They already done told me, him and his people said, man, everybody gonna be reaching out to you. Everybody. He said, make a whole bunch because you're gonna be 5-10 stacks up front for all of them. So I'm like, okay, cool. And with all that,
Yeah, not like I said, bro. I know you see the messages. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I like them beats, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, I appreciate
saying?
that.
I love them beats, man. I'm always waiting to see like you put out another beat or something like that on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like and two
Yeah,
the
that's
clothing
dope.
line
I'm
that
gonna
you
throw one
always
up soon too. I've been.
go ahead, brother.
I didn't hear you. It had cut out.
I was gonna ask you about your the clothing line that you always wear.
Oh, I'm sponsored by these people, man. It's a brick ass. It's $10,000, but ain't released the name yet, and they ain't ready to release the brand. They said they want me to rock it. They trust me to keep rocking it and make it look good. Be positive behind it, because they got a positive message to push behind it once they show it to the world.
All right. That's peace. That's peace. Well, I want one more last question for you, man. Before I let you go, who's like your favorite fighter of all time?
Favorite fighter of all time is Floyd. Before I met Floyd, it was like Gerald McClellan was probably my number one. We got the same first name. I used to call myself him. I used to try to fight like him. I used to try to have speed and power like him. After Gerald McClellan was Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker, and then later on, once I started boxing and stuff, um, and I met Floyd. I met Floyd in 1995. I was going to watch a fighter from Cincinnati fight in this tournament up in Illinois, and it was a regional tournament to get to go to the nationals and then go to the worlds. And it's the regionals where all the states around Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, whatever fought. And so I'm sitting down in the stands and I'm watching, looking at my boy fight ready to cheer him on. And they say, in this corner, my boy. In that corner, Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, who is this guy? Floyd Mayweather. We about to whip his ass. I ain't never heard of him. We about to, man, he, that boy was good, man. That boy was good. So he ain't become our favorite fighter right there. But in like 1999, he became our fighter of all time.
All right, man. But yo, like I said before, man, I want to thank you, man, for taking out time of your day, man, to even give me the chance to even talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to thank you for the support on Instagram and all of that stuff, man. Like, you're a humble dude. I got wild love for you, bro. I gotta meet you
Likewise.
one day, bro. I gotta meet you one day.
No
But
doubt.
one thing I
Definitely,
gotta
for
ask
sure.
you for, if I can get like a little shout out for my YouTube. I'm in the mix of chopping up a video for my intro, and I would love to put you in the intro, bro.
Hell yeah, I got you. Just DM me what you want me to say, and I send it to you crispy.
I say less, my brother. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. Have a great night, man.
Thank you for having me. You too, brother.
Thanks. Yo, man, it's your boy Smoking
Yep.
Me TV. You know what I'm saying? Rolling up another one, catching the sights, man. Just had a great interview with your boy, GT the Great, Gerald Tucker. Look out for him, man, in training. Catch him on Instagram, Facebook, all the platforms, man. It's your boy GT the Great. It's your boy Smoking Me TV, man. Y'all have a great night out there.
All right, brother.
All right,
Love.
my brother. Love, man.
Yep. Yep.